Hey, my name is Sean. Welcome to Echoes in Eternity Bourbon. Have you ever just had a blessed day?
And we're starting a series today called Battles and Blessings. There are a lot of battles.
So, a lot of great things to be thankful for. Number one, Laura from Baker Drinks is back home. Still road to recovery stuff, but she is back home, which I'm sure brings a lot of tension down for Troy, for Laura's daughter, that she's back home. That's the most important thing, and that she's healing. And if she, they said it will take some time, but very, very thankful for that. So continued thoughts and prayers out to Baker Drinks, Laura, for a recovery as quick as possible. So very excited about that. Everything else after that is just water under the bridge now, man. So, I had a very nice experience the other day. So Saturday, I got to go over to my friend Chris's house for a little bit and got to try some pours. I was doing a sample for maybe a barrel pick with River Root. Still working on that one, trying to determine. Found one that I think I really, really like, but got to make sure the logistics work out with it as well too. So looking at that. But, as fate would have it, I've been looking for this bottle of E.H. Taylor Rye for a long time now. It's eluded me. I couldn't find it anywhere. Finally, sometimes you just got to go out and find it in places you don't really like to find it, but you do, because it's like, man, I really enjoy the pour. I want to get it. So I spent over MSRP on this. Not full secondary, but pretty close to it. But these have just been hard to find. This is actually a 2018 E.H. Taylor Rye. It actually arrived that same afternoon when I was going to go hang out with Chris. And I thought, what a great way to get your palate ready for a bunch of other ryes, because these were all 11.5-year MGP ryes, 120 plus. Of course, E.H. Taylor's coming in at 100 proofer, but I wanted to break this one down. Like I said, I just had a very nice time with it. As you can tell, I've had a couple of pours out of it, shared a pour with it. But let's get into this. But like I said, most important thing today, man, Laura's back home. Super excited about that. Man, this thing right here is a beautiful, beautiful, like honey type of color on there, if you can see that. Got the Weller glass over here, which is probably sacrilegious to this rye because there's no wheat in this thing. On the E.H. Taylor Straight Rye, it's a malted barley and rye. So there's no corn in here at all. Those are the two grains that come out of it. Like I said, it's got a beautiful honey golden color on this. No legs forming at the top, so it's taking its time to show off some of those oils on there. Very excited on that, but let's get into the nose on this. Man. And I don't know if it just smells so good because I wanted a bottle so bad, or if it just smells really good. But this is really, really neat. You get that rye pop on it, but it also brings some other things too. And we're just starting to get some legs form on it. So I'm looking for a lot of oils on here, some good viscosity on here. Legs are just starting to form on this. But you get that rye pop on the nose. You get a little bit of a caramel going on. You get some oak. You get some nice star of anise going on there, which is really nice. And I get like a pear, but kind of a really sweet pear on here. Not like a mushy pear, but just a real nice sweet pear going on this. So getting some oak, getting some pear, getting some rye spice, some anise, getting some oak on here. Man, and this just has a nose that I can get down with. I really enjoy the nose on this. But I've really been leaning into ryes a lot lately. Tell me, is there some other stuff that you've been leaning into? There's certain finishes I get into for a while, but now I've been more into the ryes. I don't know if it's just my thought for hoping for cold weather, even though we really haven't hit summer yet. Maybe thinking about football, all that other good stuff. Man, let's give it a taste. Man. This has a lot going on with it. You do get like this caramel up front. You do get some pepper right through the middle of your palate, right on there. You do get a little bit of the oak on the back, but I get a little bit of a cinnamon and then that anise shining through. That pear shining through as well, which is something I'm really, really happy about on this. Is it's not just a, you know, certain ryes can be you're one hit and you're done. It's, you know, singular. This one has different layers and different levels and dimensions to it. So you get some of the almost like a bourbon essence going on, but then you got some rye going on. The finish on the back, you know, it's about a medium plus finish, not overly long, but it's still lingering back there, which I'm really, really liking. Man, and that right there, that sip was just like having some nice pears on a warm summer day. We just get this nice, soft, sugary sweet kiss, but then on the back you get some baking spice now showing up a little bit, along with the anise that you got going on there, a little bit of the pepper going on. It's got a very nice mouthfeel to it, so definitely enjoying that. There's a reason why I've been hunting this bottle for a while, and this being a 2018, it's not disappointing me at all. So very thankful to have this bottle. It'll be nice sitting up next to some of my other E.H. Taylors. I'm a geek about things I like. And there's no way I'm ever going to complete all of the E.H. Taylor stuff. I just can't afford all of it. But to have this just makes me really happy. Yeah, well done. Well done. If you happen to see these anywhere sitting around close to MSRP, I would say pick them up. I think it's a very good rye for that MSRP point. I know it's like $80-something at MSRP. You're generally not going to find them that way, but if you find one, pick it up. You're going to find a tater like me who's going to want it and definitely enjoy it. And I'm so glad that I was able to share this. I mean, cracked it and share it with a friend, which is the fun part about things. You know, what is the joy of having bourbon unless you can share it with people? Sit down, just explore something, talk about life and things like that, you know, and I absolutely relish and appreciate those moments. I absolutely appreciate getting to meet you guys a lot of times. Got to meet, you know, one of the Patreons the other day. He happened to be driving through town. He came over to the studio, the new studio I'm setting up, and we just sat down and talked for a little bit. You know, it was nice hanging out. Hopefully on Friday, I'm going to be running around doing some stuff with my wife this weekend. I'm going to take her and have some fun with her at the beach just to get away from things for a little bit. You know, she needs some time to decompress right now. But, you know, have some fun while we're down there and have a good time. But maybe before that Friday night, I'll get to meet up with somebody else. And I hope so, because that'll be cool too. Just depends on timing on things. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to getting back into the mix. I really miss you guys. You know, it may sound funny me sitting here talking to a camera, but I know I'm behind on catching up on the comments, but I really miss catching up on the comments and talking to you guys in text and emails and phone calls. And you guys have been really great support, and I absolutely appreciate it. I did want to let you know, too, that I'm going to be doing a Patreon-only thing. I'm going to do it tomorrow, and it'll be for a drawing for something that's pretty unique and pretty neat. And I'll explain that more tomorrow. To join the Patreon, it doesn't cost you anything. There's free level in there. It just gives you an opportunity to check out maybe the Discord, check out some different members in there, see some different things in there. But it doesn't matter what level, if you're a free $2, $5, $15 level. Anyone that's a Patreon, prior to what I'll do is I'll put in the video, hey, I'm going to do a drawing on this day. We'll have an opportunity for this drawing. Like I said, it's just a neat experience type of thing. I did it once before, and Russ L won that experience. So if you remember what he won, then you might have an idea what it might be. But if not, you know, watch the video and you'll see what it's about. But I'll be doing it tomorrow, but it will be a Patreon only thing. But remember, you don't have to be a paid member of the Patreon for this drawing. So occasionally I do stuff that says, hey, it doesn't matter if you're just a Patreon. In the free level or on up, I want to do something for the Patrons because I genuinely appreciate that interaction. Wow, I kept talking there. Most important thing of the day, though, Laura's back home, and she's on a good path to healing, so I'm so very thankful for that. Man, if you happen to work today, I worked today, but work went by really, really fast. It's Wednesday night when I'm recording this, so, Wednesday I have team meetings, and I love to talk to my team, see how they're doing on things. In church afterwards, I got to hang out with the youth with that, so that was cool too. But now I get to have a nice pour at the end of the night. I hope that your work days were successful today too. I hope you brought great energy and brought some great things to your team. But it's slow down time right now. It's Wednesday night. It's beautiful outside. It's about sunset going on. Had a nice pour. Had some great information. Man, let it just dial it down a little bit. Let's have a nice time and enjoy a nice pour. But most importantly, y'all, cheers and God bless. Y'all have an amazing night. Thank you.